first things first, what, what do we observe about this group of individuals here? I'm zooming in nicely. And if you could participate in the chat, that'd be great. Any observations here? Or feel free to unmute and talk out loud.
They're all old white guys.
Very true, Wayne. They are all old white men. These, and who are these people? I'm sure you guys as Agile professionals are aware of who they are. They are the creators of the Agile Manifesto back in 2001. Now, as Wayne correctly mentions there, we have 17 white male software engineers, all of a certain age range. Now, the question I have to you, does that make what they've produced bad?
Not bad, but perhaps one-sided.
Correct, yeah. So I completely value the Agile Manifesto. It's a pioneering document. It's helped the industry in many, many ways, but there is nobody who could convince me that this represents a diverse lens through which to look through. Again, it doesn't make it wrong. It just doesn't mean it couldn't be better. Okay. Now, a few other questions. How many people do you think on LinkedIn title themselves Agile Coach? Again, just via chats or talking out loud, feel free.
Thousands.
Thousands? It's definitely thousands.
5,000.
269,000 Agile coaches on LinkedIn as of a few weeks ago. How many people do you think have the word Agile in their LinkedIn profile?
Everyone.
Everyone. A very cynical response, but possibly true.
About 5 million.
Okay. So there are 5,820,000 people with the title of Agile in their LinkedIn.
Well done, that man.
Yes, good guess. Now, if you were to do some really crude, raw calculation, and think about those who created the Agile Manifesto, 17 males, they all had like maybe 20 years of experience each. We're talking 400 to 500 years of experience. If we condense that 5 million people, and these are the people that have just said their title is Agile in LinkedIn, and said they all had 1 month of experience in Agile ways of working, how many years of experience do you think we come up with? Any guesses?
500 years.
485,000 years.
Mine.
And Mark Higgins, that is so close, it's ridiculous. Well played. What I'm trying to convey here is that, again, whilst the creators of the Agile Manifesto, they did great things. They did so with, I believe, unconditional positive regards. What I'm trying to say is that the Agile Manifesto and our learnings of Agile have changed over the past 20 years. We've got 20 years of collective experience as a group of professionals, a group of practitioners who have been out there working with people. And this is one of the biggest variables in Agile, people. Different industries, different roles, different experiences, different challenges we've all faced. And therefore, to me, in my very humble opinion here, that collective experience is more valuable than something that was created 20 years ago and hasn't really fundamentally been changed since. Now, the other point to make, and I've got this wonderful picture here, the digital overlords. I'm sure you've seen it. There's plenty of LinkedIn titles out there that are more abstract, like the digital overlords. And this doesn't even include people with those titles either. So it's much, much larger than 485,000 years. And again, that's really rude and cruel, really crude and raw. Before we proceed any further, I would just like to clarify a couple of things about what my intent for this discussion today is and what it isn't. For me, it's not in any way intended to create any sort of factions or division. I'm not trying to create a new versus old Agile situation. I'm not trying to create various offshoots of manifestos for here, there, and everywhere. I'm not trying to say that what the guys who created the manifesto did was wrong. I'm just trying to say that we have learned a lot over the past 20 years. And if we are being true to ourselves as Agile professionals, and we're actually following the manifesto itself, the manifesto says we are continuously learning and improving and adapting. And I feel we as practitioners maybe haven't done that ourselves because we've been sticking to this old document and treating it as sometimes a holy document that's unquestionable. Any thoughts, questions, challenges on that before we move on to the first prioritized topic?